All right, we're working on our first four chords on the ukulele. Okay, so we have C chord. We have the A minor chord. We have F chord. And a little new one that's tricky a little bit, G chord. All right, so if you need a little help on those, on the front of your ukulele packet, you have the A minor, okay? You got the G, the C, and where's F? Right there. Okay, notice F and A minor are fairly similar. Okay, same finger right there, second finger. F chord adds another fretted string. Okay, let's start with the G one. That's our newest. Okay, so you can see that's fourth string as it lines up with your ukulele, right? So fourth string would be open. Okay, and third string is going to be fretted on the second fret. Put this down. Second fret. Okay. Now, second string is going to be third fret. Try to open my fingers up here so you can see that a little bit. All right. And then middle finger goes down on our first string, second fret. There's your G chord. Okay. Now, if you need to review that, just pause the video, go back, and just look through that one again. That's the most involved chord we have so far, since it's got three fingers down, and they're pretty close. Okay. Let's just strum on the G chord a little bit. Ready, and. All right, so that was our G chord review. Let's go to a less involved chord, the A minor chord. So middle finger, fourth string, second fret. And remember, when you're putting your finger on the fret, you want to almost put it right on top of that metal fret. You don't want to get stuck back here. Okay, so this is no, that is yes. You might get a clunker if you get too far up the neck. All right, so all you need to do to play A minor, right? Minor is sometimes referred to as a sad chord. Okay, some people feel it's kind of a calming, peaceful. Okay, so that's our A chord. Let's strum the A chord for a little bit. 1, 2, ready, go. Notice how my left hand is just kind of hovering over the strings. All right, that's A minor. Now, if we add our index finger to the second string, first fret. Okay, notice I'm right on that fret right there. Or I shouldn't say right on it, I'm just right before it, so I can actually feel that metal under my finger. There's our F chord. Okay, we've been playing this one for a while. Strum with me. 2, ready, go. F. Okay, and quick review on our first chord we ever learned was the C chord. Ring finger. Okay, now just so you know, on here, when it says numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, for which that's what's finger to use. Okay, don't get confused. That's not what fret. That's what finger to use on the fret. So we've got quite a few numbers here, right? The number of the string, the number of the fret, and then we number the finger. So 3 different numbers that we talk about. Okay, so we could say ring finger or third finger. When it comes to the chord diagrams that I keep showing you, it's referring to finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, and finger 4. So if I put third finger on third fret, first string. There we've got our C chord. I'm just going to go over that one more time. You can always rewind. Third finger, third fret, first string. All right, so let's strum the C chord. 1, 2, and 3, and. Good. All right. Now, when you've got those 4 chords down and you have them memorized, okay, important to memorize those, then we're going to work on stringing them together. There's some different orders we can do this in, but today we're going to do C to G to F, and then A minor, back to C. I'm just going slow. It's going to be G, right? F, lift a finger, you got A minor. Okay, I'm going to guess the hardest switch in there right away is going to be going from C to G. So what I like to do is think about what each finger is doing, okay? Finger that's making a big move here is that one, okay? Third finger is just moving up a string for G, and then we have to add these 2, okay? All right, so there's 2 ways to work on your switching chords, right? There's kind of the beginner version where we go, let's say we're switching from C to G, just talking about that, because that's probably going to be one of our trickier ones. There's the easy way where you take a break, switch fingers, and then there's the pro version, which you gotta get to, is where you have no break in between the switch. So we'll do 8 beats on each. Ready, go. So C, 2, 3, 4, again, 2, 3, 4. Now G, 2, 3, 4. C. Okay, so I would start with the beginner version where you leave a little break in between the chords, okay? But then try to get, you know, to the, we'll call it the pro version, all right? Where you're switching. So just so you kind of see how this is supposed to go, we're going to go C, G, F, A minor, A minor. Okay, so we'll do like 8 beats, like 2 groups of 4, okay? 8 beats on each. So let's give it a shot. And if you can master this, you are ready to play a bunch of songs on ukulele. So this is a pretty good milestone in learning to play the ukulele, is being able to switch smoothly or fluidly between these chords. So this is your end goal, okay? Practice as much as you need to get here. All right, so here we're gonna start with C. 1, 2, 8 beats on each. C, 2, 3, 4, again, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, going to F, F, A minor. Start over at C. C, G, good, F, to A minor, and we'll end on C. All right, practice up. If you get a little frustrated when you're practicing, take a break and come back, okay? I like to do a lot of practice sessions per day, so it just depends on how you're feeling that day. But sometimes I'll sit down for an hour with the instrument. Sometimes I'll sit down for like 10 or 15 minutes and then come back and do 10 or 15 minutes later. And of course, there's a million versions of that. But, you know, if you get a little frustrated with it or your hands get tense or tight or something, just relax, put it away for a minute, come back, okay? I usually practice about 4 or 5 times a day, personally. Make sure you master each one of these chords before you try switching them. Make sure you got all your fingers in the right places. I'm gonna skip the A minor on that last one. And then if you really feel good about that, you could make up some of your own chord combinations. Like you could go from F to C to A minor to G. You know, there's different ones that sound maybe better or worse, but you can play around with that. But big thing is make sure you master each chord by itself, then you work on switching them, okay? It's kind of crawl before you walk. So keep enjoying playing your ukulele. Make sure you tune it every day, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.